agus fáilte ar ash. Hello and welcome back to the GorillaBiker again. And today what we're going to be chatting about is something that is kind of, I don't know how it's made me feel. I know, am I disappointed or am I excited? It's weird. And it's not only that, but we'll talk about other things too, but the main thing is the BMW R18. Now, I know that bike, it was always going to be Marmite or however you want to describe it for people. It's not that I'm disappointed, it's just that I suppose I am. I'm disappointed with the end product because the concept really excited me. I remember when I went over to the Motorcycle Live bike show in the NEC, the main thing I actually really wanted to see there was the R18 concept. And unfortunately it wasn't there, but such is the way of things, really, you know. These things happen. But anyway, the R18 was finally revealed in its kind of production form, or first edition I should say, which I'd like to start off in the off. This isn't a bashing video. Oh, I should have missed that. This is more like a breakdown of what I see as gone wrong, or not gone wrong, but from my perspective is stuff that I'd rather see done differently. And this is another commute home, by the way, for an essential worker. I'm not just going on a joy spin. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? I always forget that's there. Then I come out here and I'm like, oh yeah, that's there. I'm a huge fan of people trying to get into other regions of a market. You know, for me, it's not something that I think companies shouldn't try to do. I'm hats off to Harley for trying to do it. You know, this could be the makings of Harley Davidson, or it could be, you know, like the final nail in their coffin type job. Now, I don't think there's enough nails in the coffin of Harley Davidson to call this anywhere close to the final one. You'd probably need a hell of a lot more nails, but at the same time, you know, it could hurt them. And I think, for me, you know, hats off to them, and the same with BMW. Hats off to BMW for trying something different. Not enough companies do it, and I'm delighted to see it. But all of that said, I really liked the look of the R18 concept, you know. I did. 100% I thought it was a really cool looking bike, beautiful bike, interesting design. Obviously the engine is a centerpiece I was excited by. And then, I don't know why I never thought about it. I don't know, was it the reveal video that did it for me? But the reveal video, it's funny, it probably did the opposite of what a reveal video is designed to do. It turned me off it. And I know when the concept came out first and I saw the engine and I saw the frame and I saw where the pegs were, I was like, that looks bloody uncomfortable. But at the same time, I never really thought about it because I didn't see anyone on it. I just saw this art piece of a bike, and it is an art piece of a bike. That's undoubted. It's bloody beautiful. You know, it is. If you brought that and lined it up anywhere, it doesn't matter what type of rider you are, it doesn't matter what type of bikes you generally ride, you're stopping to look at that bike. A relaxed cruising position, you know, mid-mounted are the best and all that. Yeah, I'd argue that, to be honest. From my experience, forwards are the comfiest. But I'm not the target audience because I'm really tall. And that's where this comes into it. For me, I think, and any other tall rider will tell you this, right? I think BMW have immediately excluded themselves from a large portion of the bike buying market, and that's kind of people who are over 6'3", 6'4", because even with the position of the mid-mounted pegs, and even with, you know, the position of everything there, and the heat shields and all of that off the Boxer Twin, I just can't see it working. I can't. Now I will withhold final judgment until and if I get to try one. This was why I came out this way. I'm going to try go across on the ferry. I think that'd be cool and good for everyone to see. I've never done it before. we're going on to the ferry. This is kind of terrifying. But anyway, here we are on the ferry. It takes about 5 minutes to cross across to a passage. So this is really cool. Such a beautiful day. And I know I'm kind of taking another rambly break in my video, which I do all the time. So if you're new here, I apologize. It's perfectly normal. Do not be put out. This is just how I operate, and I just want to enjoy this view. So sorry. Ooh, I wonder if I get a picture. If I act quick enough, I probably will. Hey, this is fun. Just don't want to slip coming up the ramp. It's the main thing. I'm gonna go the slightly longer way home as always. For me, I think that it's really good they've made it modular, and what I really like about that is you can inspect your valves and you can take off your engine breastplate without dropping the oil out of the bike, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. That they're saying the brake lines will be modular and all the controls will be modular. I think that's brilliant, because maybe, you know, you want to try out the apes that you can get with the bike and stuff like that. I think, to be honest, I think the bike looks best with the apes, but that's just my personal opinion. I like tall bars. I want to put, you know, 8 or 10 inch mini apes onto the Magna at some point. But so I like that. I like it's modular. I like that, you know, BMW went in from the start. They've worked with the likes of Roland Sands. They've worked with the likes of Vance and Hines. They have lots of options from factory for the bike. I think that's absolutely fantastic, because yeah, I really props to BMW getting on board, you know, well-known brands like that who make quality stuff from the offset. I think it just gives people options, but at the same time you're going to pay for those options. Like standard, the first edition in Europe is 23,000 euro, right? 23,000 euro before you make any of the changes you want to change to the bike. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. The fact that they're making things modular, I think that's a brilliant idea, because I don't understand why modern cars and a lot of modern bikes, if anything, they've gone away from the idea of modularity. It's so easy to take apart my Magna. It's not quite as easy to take apart as this. Now, this is still an old bike. It's 2007. It's still able to be taken apart, just not quite as easily. And then modern bikes, it's nearly getting more and more difficult. So I do like the fact that this could be a kind of I'm hoping it'll be a paradigm shift in the industry to say, okay, look, what we need to do actually is, you know, give people the options, give people the option to make changes to their bikes faster and more easily. Why not make it modular? If you can make it modular, make it modular. It just makes sense, you know what I mean? It has never made sense to me to make something difficult to change in that regard, ever. So, you know, it has a few plus points. It does, you know, it's kind of a throwback to a historic bike. I like that. I think it is on the whole, it is absolutely gorgeous. I like that. I really like that they're trying to get into a different market. I can't say words. I really like that they're trying to get into a different market segment. You know, that does mean a lot to me, and I really appreciate that. I love seeing manufacturers do that. It's what keeps the industry alive. It's what keeps the industry innovating and healthy. If everyone just sticks to the status quo, no one ever tries anything different, and I don't like that. Now, what do I not like about the bike? What I don't like about it is the fact that they've hit only the center of the bell curve for people height-wise, and that upsets me, because obviously I'm at the edge of the bell curve height-wise, and it means that even, you know, in 10-20 years, if I hit it big and make my millions, I wish, I could probably never own and ride one for what it's designed for. And they say it's designed to be a touring machine, but with that engine that close to your legs, I just don't see it. And I don't know, was it nearly like kind of a point of they really had to put the boxer in it, when maybe the engine from something else that they manufacture would have fit better, you know? Maybe they're using the wrong engine in that bike for its application. I don't know. There is a lot of market evidence there that you should ignore every word I'm saying and trust in BMW. But just my opinion, I don't think that engine fits for a cruiser, you know, a long distance cruiser. The other thing then about it is, while it is a beautiful bike, I much preferred the concept. And I know concepts always look cooler. That's, again, a simple fact of life. But that exhaust, what the name of God were they thinking? I don't often express like super, well, that's a lie, I always express strong emotions one way or the other, but I absolutely hate that exhaust. That exhaust is hideous. It's so ugly. They could have done so much better, and I know, and this is I think why I dislike it so much. I know they're working with Vance & Hines on an exhaust system, so for me, you know, why are you putting on, oh poor old Dougie, he's so cute, why are you putting on an exhaust with the idea of taking it off? You know, if you want to work with another manufacturer to make a better exhaust than the lump of chrome awfulness that you've put onto your bike to begin with, it really begs the question to me, why did you not put on the Vance & Hines exhaust stock? Now I just want to show you this. Look at that. What a view. That's why I came up here. There you have it. I wanted to show you this absolute piece of magnificence. I mean, you can't get much better than that on a day like today, can you? Long way home was worth it. Wasn't even that long. But for me, who is that bike for? I mean, it's for any number of people, really. I don't think it's being marketed as, you know, a long distance cruiser, you know, to kind of take on Harley, but I think it's more in line with a fat boy. You know, I think it's like 91 brake horsepower and like 116 foot-pounds of torque, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, that is a lot. And the fact that on BMW's own site they actually have it in that measurement system in the first place, you know, that really does say a lot, that their target market is America. But to be honest, if you're in America, you have a wealth of other choices. You know, if that's pretty much, for me, it's going in against the fat boy, both price and kind of I'm not going to say stylistically, but similar enough stylistically to the fat boy. You know, it's essentially a naked, you control windscreen on either of them, etc, etc, etc. But for me, fat boy is its closest competition, and I think it's going to find it hard to beat that out. There's a possibility there's plenty of people there who will never buy Harley Davidson for whatever bloody reason. A bike is a bike is a bike. I don't care about the manufacturer, provided, you know, they don't have a history of being absolute rubbish. And to be fair, Harley Davidson don't, you know, everyone has their niggles. You know, Yamahas have their niggles on bikes. That happens. It's a fact of life. Is the bike for me? No. And it's not often I say that. It's not often I say, no, I honestly, I can't see myself ever owning that bike. But in this case, I'm saying it. I don't think it'd be comfortable for someone my height. I don't think it would ever fit me very well. So yeah, I don't think it's for me. I don't think I'd ever buy one. And it actually hurts me to say that, because I thought the concept when it came out was absolutely stunning. But that's it. I think it's for people who won't be taking long trips. People who don't really like Harley Davidson for whatever reason and don't want an Indian, because I think for me, if I had that much money to spend, and whatever the price difference would be to the likes of the Chieftain Dark Horse or the Springfield Dark Horse, I would personally pick them every day of the week, for no other reason than I just think they're a more complete bike from everything. You know, you can put forwards on them. I think that's more comfortable, in my opinion. And that's not the only thing, but that's kind of, for me, a cruiser has forwards, you know? A big engine, big distance cruiser has forward controls. It doesn't boil down to that, but it's definitely part of the argument for me. That's about the beginning, middle and end for me, you know? Yeah, I'd like to know what you all think, to be honest. I'd like to know yeah, I'd like to know your opinions on the bike. Do you like it? Do you think it's going to be a success? Do you think they're barking up the wrong tree entirely? You know, that's all question marks, all possibilities. But to finish off, I will say I do like that they're trying to do it. I do like that they're reaching out and doing something different. And I do like the bulk of the design, and I really like the fact it's modular. So overall, I think well done BMW. But definitely some absolutely gaping flaws, in my opinion, in that bike. But all of that could change if I ride it. So if you know anyone who wants to let me ride theirs, or if you know anyone in BMW who could get me to ride one, let me know in the comments. Then to finish off, before we end this video, I want to mention something that's very important. I'm actually going to get out my phone so I don't get anything wrong. I've joined a group. It's called Bravo Charlie Tango Bikers Coming Through, and what it is basically if people donate PPE for hospitals or nursing homes or anything like that, they can get them delivered through Bravo Charlie Tango, or BCT if you want to call it that, to these places that need them. On people on bikes, for volunteers will deliver it. If you want to get in touch with them, it's ppedonationsire@gmail.com. Obviously, if you're Ireland based, it'll work. If you're not Ireland based, I don't think we'll be able to collect the stuff. I'm part of it. I'd absolutely make a run happily. I haven't gotten a chance yet because that's the interest level that's there in the region down here. The second something goes up, people are jumping on it to deliver it, and it's great to see it. I hope I get a chance to go at it, but if I don't, that's not what it's about. It's not about me. It's about the fact that people are delivering that PP, and PP is getting donated. So it's great to see that. But that email, if you want to donate PP, if you have any PP to donate, just send them an email. If you don't, obviously, please don't. They're very busy. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts and whatnot on the R18. Adios. Outro crew. What do you think of this beautiful sunny weather when we're on lockdown? Do you think it's fair?
This is #1 bullshit.